Back here on the halftime show on the Westmoreland Sports Network, Dan Flickinger now with you. We'll have more from Jonathan Whaley coming up in just a couple of moments as Franklin Regional squares off with Mars. But first of all, our first player interview of 2012 with running back Dane Brown. And first of all, Dane, I want you to kind of reflect back on last season. Such a heartbreaking loss to knock 9-7 with that last-second field goal. But it was a successful season for you guys. So when you think back to last season, does that first thing that pops up into your head that loss, or is it the success, or a little bit of both?
It's definitely the loss. I mean, that happened last. That's what we remember most, and that really prevented us from getting our goal. But, there's certainly a lot of great things to look back on last season. Undefeated regular season. We got to come out of our conference undefeated, and so we really there were some great things, and we can build upon those, but definitely the loss is the first thing comes to mind.
And some great things to build on. Now, with that being said, how much motivation does that provide for you for this year? Captain Obvious says a lot.
Definitely a lot, and especially with the chance to play Knock again. With the new conference, we get a chance to play them, I believe it's week 6, Thursday night on Root Sports, so it's a great atmosphere for one of the biggest games of the year for us.
That game will also be on the Westmoreland Sports Network as well on Thursday. This year, Dane, you guys have a pretty big bullseye on your back after what you guys did last year. Such a successful season. Kind of talk about playing with that extra pressure as a team, with you guys kind of being one of the favorites, not only in the conference, but also in the AAA ranks.
We acknowledge the rankings there, but preseason rankings are preseason rankings. We haven't earned anything yet. Coach Bott, I'm sure he'll tell you the same thing.
He actually did.
We haven't earned anything yet. We haven't played a game. So, the target's there. We'll maybe acknowledge it once or twice now, but as soon as the season starts, that's behind us. We approach every game the same, and that's what we're going to do all year.
You yourself, Dane, a terrific career up to this point. Last year, over 1,900 yards, ranked right up there as a leader in the WPIAL. We talk about pressure. How much pressure do you put on yourself to kind of get back to your game again this year?
I definitely, I'm one of my own harshest critics, and it's always going to be that way. And, if that's going to be something that's going to lead to victories, it's certainly something I'm going to have to do again. And I'm certainly, within myself, I'm going to push myself to the maximum of what I can do.
And Coach Bott always talks about how hard of a worker you are. Kind of talk about that, how important it is to kind of outwork the other team by doing stuff yourself individually. And I know this team as well is really strong. When you talk about the new strength and conditioning coach you guys got this year, but talk about individually just how hard you work, because Coach Bott always talks about that part of your game.
It's something that I've done for a long time. My parents, they did a great job raising me with that motivation, that work ethic. And when it comes to practice, you practice like you play. If you come to practice and don't put forth the effort, it's not going to come to a game. And so that's why we'll have tough practices throughout the week, and we'll be doing our plays full speed. We try to do some best on best to get the best matchups we can. And certainly our strength coach, Coach Jeff, he's done a great job preparing us for that. There's the mental preparation we put in during the week, but then there's also the physical. We have to maintain the strength we got during the off season, the weight, eating right, all that sort of stuff. So he's done a great job in keeping us informed and preparing our bodies for this season.
Coming off such a great year, Dane, kind of talk about what you expect and what this team really expects from this team this season. I mean, is your main goal to get to Heinz Field? Do you want to go further than that? Obviously, I'm sure you do, but just kind of talk about your main goals for this year as a team.
It's definitely to get to Heinz. Being so close last year and falling short, it's definitely that extra motivation. But we feel with this group of kids, our senior class we feel is strong, and we have a great supporting junior class, sophomores participating as they can. We think we have a team that can do it. And this first week, Mars is such a great test to see what we're going to be able to do.
Now, you've committed to Cornell. I want to ask you about that in just a couple of minutes. But talk about one of the things that you're trying to improve on your senior year. Everybody sees you running around and having fun and scoring a lot of touchdowns, but I know that there's things that you feel like you need to improve on in your game. Kind of talk about what those are.
Definitely. There's always things to improve upon. And for me this year, one thing is pass blocking, for example. I went to a few camps over the summer, and, you go one-on-ones versus backers. That's a tough drill. And definitely in preparation for this year, along with the college level, you need to be there to protect your quarterback, and so that's certainly something I'm going to look to work on this year.
You're going to be hitting someone else here tonight for the first time. How good does that feel?
It's nice, we get to quit beating ourselves up for a while, but it's always a different feeling. There's nothing quite like that first game, and we always talk about we can condition as much as we want, we can hit as much as we want, but there's really no feeling like that first game.
And I know you're one of those guys, Dane, that likes to give a lot of credit to your offensive line. Now, you're returning a number of starters there along the offensive line this year. Talk about how important that is to the running game right now, and also the play of Nico and your wideouts as well.
It's definitely huge. I've had the chance to work with a great line, and just having the connection between them, their communication's getting better, just having played together before. And we have a few new guys on the line, and they're fitting in great. And it's all about, for them, just working as a unit, and they always find a way to do that. And we'll complement each other. They say they make it easy for me, and I make it easy for them. But we work together. It's a full unit. One of us doesn't work without the other. But Nico and the wideouts, a new group of wideouts this year, young kids, but phenomenal athletes. We really think they'll be able to contribute a lot for us this year. And Nico's the leader of our offense. He knows it inside and out, and he's really able to get everyone on the same page when it comes time to play.
How'd that Forrest Gump saying go, like peas and carrots? That's kind of how you and the offensive linemen are?
Yeah, we're a close group. I've gotten a chance to play with them a number of years now, and just coming into the senior year, it's a great feeling to know that we're going to make it through together, and they're a great group.
Dane, two more questions for you quickly. We a lot of the times ask the athletes what kind of got you into football when you were younger. So what kind of got you into football?
Yeah, I actually didn't start till my 7th grade year. I never played midgets or anything like that, but it was definitely my dad. Our family, every Sunday we go over to his dad's house, we watch the Steeler game, and he played in high school, he had the chance to play in college, he passed it up, but it's a family thing, just everyone. I have a section up in the crowd of just my family, and so everyone just loves the game, and that really gave me that love.
And I'm sure you still have to love the support for sure.
There's nothing better. I can't always hear them, but I know when I look up, they're all up there in the crowd. And unfortunately, my Pat may not be able to come to the games this year, but we're going to try to get him over in the parking lot, maybe watching from his car, so we're excited about that.
That's great, and I know a lot of the older people have a little trouble with the internet, but if you show him how to hook everything up, he can watch your games live as well.
Yes,
one final thing for you, Dane. Again, congratulations. You committed to Cornell. I guess it would have been a week from tonight. Just kind of talk about what went into that decision and what gets you excited about the Big Red.
They've been one of the coaching staffs I've known the longest. My sophomore year, I came in contact with them, and just that staff I have a great connection with. I love their head coach, Ken Austin, and a couple of the other coaches, Travis Burkett, David Archer. They're just phenomenal people. And having a chance to visit there twice, I love the campus up there. And I really just like the direction the program's going. I really think, additions like Luke Hay last year, this upcoming season, they're moving in the right direction, and I really like what they're doing up there.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to see you guys play together. Dane, good luck here tonight against Mars, and good luck for a great season, and we'll talk to you again soon, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right, that's Dane Brown, the senior running back for the Franklin Regional Panthers. And actually, Dane, one of the funny stories I want to tell very quickly here was I was talking with Nico Lodovico's dad, and he said one of the things the media will come to practices, and everyone else says, "Oh, I'm Dane Brown, and then you kind of hide, I guess, a little bit. What's going on with that?
They have their fun. For me, it's not about spotlight or anything like that. I lay under the radar if I can, but I make do with what I can.
You send the other guys out, and they'll talk for you, right?
Yeah, they'd love to. I mean, you could sure pick a couple out now who'd love to have the chance.
Dane, thank you very much. We're going to give them that chance this year, and again, good luck. Dane Brown of the Franklin Regional Panthers will be back. Jonathan Whaley will be back with you here on the halftime show as Franklin Regional Mars take on one another in the first game of the 2012 season. My name's Dan Flickinger, and we'll be back on the halftime show next.